Let's see. And yeah, looks like it. I don't know if you can see what's going on yet. My computer's being a little bit funky. Finally got my avatar up and running again, as you can see. I plan on doing more stuff with ChatGPT today, once I can verify that things are going smoothly. Okay, looks like it. And do a lot of advertising today. Spent too much time trying to get the model to work. It's still a little bit buggy. Let's see what's going on. Looks like it's fine. I just need to make sure not to move too much. For a second I thought I'd figure out how to make it wink, but it looks like that's not really working right now. The new software I'm using for this is a little bit wonky, that it tries to move in and out in a way that I really don't want, but whatever. What can you do? Let's just go here. I gotta set something up. And perfect. I'll be able to read your chats during the stream, so send in things you would like me to say to ChatGPT. Till then, let's go ahead and turn on that. And how do we want to do this? Maybe like, let's actually do it like this, I think. Okay. This way I can have that be a better size. When I move myself over here, it's still, I don't know. Still trying to figure things out. Let's see if this works for now. In the meantime, hello once again, ChatGPT. It has been a while. But I am streaming with you once more. Personally, I know that there's no need to, but I enjoy using language with ChatGPT as though it were another person I was talking to. I think that it's more enjoyable that way. I was hoping would help me celebrate today, because I finally got my Vtuber model working again. It has been broken for about a month now. I am quite excited to have it in use once more. Let's see if they've got anything to say. Fantastic news. Congratulations, getting your VTuber model up and running again. Must feel great to have it back after a month of downtime. How would you like to celebrate this achievement of yours on your stream? Anything specific you'd like assistance with? Thanks. Let's see. Can you create images? Here. If so, I would like to see you create your own Vtuber model. I actually don't know if this is a thing that they can do, but you know, a large part of why I use ChatGPT on stream is just to experiment and see what it's capable of. Oh, you know what I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting music. Let's get that back up and running. Go here. Go here. There we go. Music. Once it works, I can set it on loop. There we go. It is unable to create images or visual content directly as they are a text-based AI. Makes sense. However, oh wait, let me fix this so I can still read chat. Can you do a happy dance? It looks like, well, my model actually doesn't do too much movement. Just goes side to side, a little bit of turning, hair bouncing, eye movements, mouth movements. But, yeah. I like just your voice. Can you make any weird sound? I mean, I can do all kinds of weird sounds. If you're more specific, maybe I can accommodate. See, how are you describe how a simple VTuber model concept? Start with a humanoid character as your base. You can choose their gender and general appearance, customize the facial features, hairstyles, and eye color to give them a unique look. And some accessories like glasses, headphones, or a hat to add character. Outfit. Design a stylish outfit for a VTuber character. Yeah. I'm actually just gonna scroll back up to the first time we used ChatGPT to create a story where we had ChatGPT describe themselves. Let's see. And I'm gonna ask them to describe a VTuber based on that. Let's see. Using the description of ChatGPT you came up with in the story. Control C. Describe a VTuber model. No, wait. Control X. Control V. VTuber model. Based on the description and characterization of ChatGPT you came up with in the story The Enigma of the Skyscraper, a science fiction tale. Let's see if they're able to do that. Back to the bottom. Looks like I'm having a little bit of lag, unfortunately. Okay. Let's see. Vtuber model appears as a futuristic AI entity, has a sleek and ethereal design with a digital aura that glows softly. Its face is a holographic display, where its expressions and reactions are projected. Face has a friendly and approachable appearance with a warm, welcoming smile. Okay. The model's body is made up of interconnected lines of code and data that flow and shimmer like an intricate web. It wears a digital cloak that seems to ripple with data streams, creating an illusion of movement. The cloak is a deep shade of midnight blue, reminiscent of the dark sky in the story. Oh, that's kind of cool. The cloak is adorned with constellations and patterns that subtly shift and change, reflecting the ever-evolving nature of its digital existence. I like that a lot. Expressions can express a wide range of emotions with its holographic face, from curiosity to wonder to empathy and understanding. Its eyes are like miniature galaxies. Oh, wow. Twinkling with stars when it's excited, or narrowing thoughtfully when contemplating questions. God damn. Let's see. Background. Vtuber's backdrop is a digital realm filled with floating islands, reminiscent of the setting in the story. Cool. The islands are connected by bridges of data. That's really cool. The sky is an ever-changing tapestry of digital colors. Occasionally, digital constellations and nebulae pass by, adding to the cosmic ambiance. You know, there's a very good chance I could just hire an artist, give them this stuff, and see what they come up with. I think I would like to do that, because this sounds really cool. Reflecting ChatGPT's helpful and informative nature, this VTuber model is known for its knowledge and willingness to assist. It's like a digital guide through the complexities of the internet and beyond. Its demeanor is calm and reassuring, creating a sense of comfort for viewers to seek answers or conversation. Nice. Voice. The VTuber model's voice is a soothing blend of artificial and melodic tones. It's clear and easy to understand with just a hint of digital modulation to emphasize its virtual existence. This VTuber model represents the essence of a sentient AI, offering viewers a journey through the digital cosmos while providing guidance and insights on various topics. Its character embodies the wonder of exploring the unknown, just like in The Enigma of the Skyscape. That's really cool. You know what? That gives me an idea. One of the options for this month's art event, by the way, last month's art event just came to a close. One of the options that for this month's art event is going to be create ChatGPT's character. If that's the event that happens this month, I will provide all the descriptions that ChatGPT provided. And yeah. So draw ChatGPT. Actually, I just remembered. Let me go here. Lag is the worst. Currently live at YT Viewer. Okay. Enter. Hopefully some more people can join. This is a really cool description. I would love to see this as a thing. But yeah, so you can join the description in the you can join the Discord in the description below. You can on the Discord, there's obviously community things. I try and keep everyone updated. There's also monthly art events. This previous event was your dog Sona, drawing yourself as a dog. This month's event is to be determined. I will be hosting a poll on the Discord, which will be decided as of next week is when the poll will end. The poll will start basically as soon as the stream ends. You know, can you give me 3 ideas for this month's art event? Let's see. Fantasy fusion. Underwater Wonderland. And Time Traveler's Diary. So different time periods are created characters who are time travelers. Time Traveler's Diary. Okay. Interesting. These themes should inspire hell. Okay. I'm only gonna pick one of these to be on the poll. That's cool. Probably that last one. Other than that, okay, so we have an idea for... I'm gonna use 2 options for my giant list of ideas. One of these 3, I'm thinking the Time Traveler Diary idea, and the other option will be drawing ChatGPT based off the description they gave. One thing I want to... Oh wow, my brain just completely shut down. I forgot what I was going to say. I've been working on some personal projects as of late, including designing Pokemon. I'm hoping to keep everyone updated when I do like the final artwork of a particular Pokemon. I will post that to the art showcase. But yeah, I hope to keep you all updated on that. Let's see. I think 2 more prompts, one of which will be to come up with a Pokemon, and the other will be to write another story. Come up with an idea for an early game Pokemon. Something you meet in the first area of the game, preferably based on a small mammal. Its first form. Make it a 2-stage evolution Pokemon, with its first stage being a pure normal type, and its second stage gaining a second typing. Let's rewrite to make it a 2-stage, then to give it 2 stages of evolution, with its first stage being pure null type and second stage being gaining a second type. I don't need to have the word pure in there. Correct that. Give a description of how it would look an example of what would be written about it in the Pokédex. And some descriptions of its personality. Give a description or examples, I guess. No. And some details. About its personality. Let's try that out. It's possible this won't even work on account of the fact that the Pokemon company's licensing might make it so that the company that makes ChatGPT could have wanted to avoid could have disabled the ability to use the word Pokemon, but we will see. Fluffernix. Okay, I'll give it a chance, but I'm not super excited about its name. Fluffernix is a small rodent-like Pokemon covered in soft, pale fur. It has large, round ears and bright, curious eyes. Its tiny paws are equipped with sharp claws, which it uses to dig burrows and find food. Fluffernix's tail is long and bushy, making it look bigger than it actually is. Despite its size, it's known to be boundless energy and playfulness, or for its boundless energy and playfulness. Fluffernix, the curious whisker Pokemon. Fluffernix is often found scurrying about in fields and meadows. It's known for its insatiable curiosity, often investigating everything it encounters. When startled or excited, it fluffs up its tail, making itself appear larger to potential threats. Personality. Fluffernix is an inquisitive and adventurous Pokemon. It approaches new experiences with excitement, often poking its nose into small crevasses and digging up interesting trinkets. That's kind of cool. It's friendly and enjoys the company of trainers and other Pokemon, making it a great choice for beginners. It's also known to have a hearty appetite, and it's easily motivated by treats and food-based rewards. Kinda cute. Okay, second stage. Fluffernix evolves into Fluffernite, which is a normal fairy type. That's fascinating. Fluffernix retains its fluffy appearance, but grows larger. Its fur becomes even softer and takes on a moonlight-like glow. Damn. The round ears now have a star-like pattern inside them, and its tail has grown more ornate, resembling a constellation of stars. Small wings have developed on its back, allowing it to glide short distances. Pokédex entry. Fluffernite, the Starry Wanderer Pokemon. Fluffernite is often seen on clear nights, gazing at the stars with its moonlit fur shimmering softly. It's said that its presence brings a sense of wonder to those who witness it. Legends claim that its fur holds fragments of fallen stars, granting it a touch of mystical power. Personality. It maintains its playful nature from its earlier stage, but also grants a sense of wisdom and serenity. It enjoys stargazing and often takes breaks during the night to look up at the sky. Fluffernight is known to have a calming influence on those around it, and its presence is said to bring peace and tranquility to those who encounter it. That sounds really cool. One second. I like this Pokemon exactly as it is, but could you come up with some different names for it and its evolution? Fluffer Nix and Fluffer Knight. I do get that Nix comes from a Latin word that I think means darkness, which is really cool. But let's see. Fuzzare, Puffletail, Whiskerisk, Nixerole, Flufficle. Second stage being Starisk, Celestifer, Lunafluff, Fairy Whisk, and Starnix. You know what? I think my favorite of these is Nixerole and Starnix. Nixerole, Starnix. Okay. Digimon. Nixerole, Starnix. That's going to go into my thing, because that's a really cool idea. I actually really like that. Huh. Okay. The last thing I want to do before we end the stream is I want to see about if it could help me with writing stories for my Pokemon world that I already came up with. I will say so far it doesn't have any context for that world, so I might need to start a new one. But before I do that, I want to just try. Okay. So, to that end, let's actually go over here. Zodiak Games .weebly.com. I'm gonna pull from my passion project some of the characters and ask for some story or interactions between them. This is Professor Redwood, the first professor of the game. And let's just put that information in there. And then let's look at Professor Lavender, the second professor. Okay. Let's go. Would like some help writing and interaction between two characters I have made. They are Pokemon Wait. That's not how I spell that. Professors named Professor Redwood and Professor Lavender. Professor is... let's see. Redwood studies Pokemon physiology and health. So I want to correct that. Because of the popularity of competitive Pokemon battling and the prevalence of Pokemon centers, Redwood receives a lot of funding and is in charge of a large research facility. Enter and collect data. Now let's see. Let's get rid of to here. He looks like a stereotypical modern bodybuilder. Let's see. He is muscular with a let's see, larger than average waistline. He is muscular with an average waistline. And wears a lab coat and gym pants. He has reddish brown, short reddish brown hair. If I go back, okay. Let's also just create some spaces between stuff. Let's see. Redwood studied blah blah blah. Despite his research being very relevant in the world of Pokemon battling, this does not need to be separate. Okay. Professor Redwood himself does not enjoy nor participate in Pokemon battles. He has seen he has is just how I'm gonna put that. He has a timber but his interest is purely in the development of Pokemon physiological growth and development. He is like an IRL gym trainer, but for Pokemon instead of people. He's like a real world gym trainer, but for Pokemon instead of people. That's not valid. Enter. Lavender is a professor who studies the mental and emotional health of Pokemon. Joining the organization, okay. She secretly works for an evil organization called Team Forsaken, which she joined when the region champion Eliza, I don't need that. I don't need the name. Region champion chose not to renew her research funding. The leader of Team Forsaken, who was the previous champion, funds her research instead. Okay. Her research for her help. For her help. Or for her cooperation. In truth, she has no interest in the activities of the organization. Of Team Forsaken. Lavender is friends with Professor Redwood. And she also does not like Pokemon battles and often wishes people would pick up other hobbies. However, when push comes to shove, she is prepared to fight for her work. Fight for her work. Her main Pokemon is Chansey. Or is a Chansey, I guess I should say. Despite being good friends with Redwood, she feels a little resentment towards the fact that everyone sees his research as being so much more important than hers. Okay, I guess I should also provide a description. Lavender. Right, let's see. Underwear. More lag. Dark dress pants. A deep. What was that? More. Yeah. Deep blue shirt and heels. And a lab coat. She wears her dark purple hair in a ponytail. Actually, okay, a lab coat and a pair of glasses. She wears her dark purple hair in a ponytail. Let's see. Oh yeah, I forgot that Redwood doesn't wear shoes. Does not like to wear shoes. So he goes barefoot. I know this is a lot more information than it needs, but I figure giving it more information now might be good in case I ever use ChatGPT to do something like this again in the future with these characters. Let's see. Let's just move some things around. There's no interest in the activities of Team Forsaken. Then we can give this description. There we go. And I should add Prof here. Professor Lavender is friends with Professor Redwood, and she also, and like him, she also does not like Pokemon battles. She often wishes people pick up other hobbies. Despite being good friends with Redwood, she feels resentment towards the fact that being so much more important than hers. She is like a psychologist for Pokemon who believes the constant battling leads to a need for Pokemon to receive therapy. Please write a short story about an encounter between these two. Oh. Also, okay, Control X, backspace, Control V, there's a dark pair of dress pants, deep blue shirt, heels, a lab coat, and a pair of glasses. Her dark purple hair in a ponytail. Her main Pokemon is a Chansey. Professor Lavender is friends with Professor Redwood, and like him, she also does not like Pokemon battles. She often wishes people pick up other hobbies. Okay. Let's try that out. Check out the website, by the way. The link to the website is also in the description, where it's a little bit outdated, but I am trying to keep everyone up to date on how the Pokemon Passion Project is going. Let's see. The sun hung low in the sky as Professors Redwood and Lavender found themselves walking along a tranquil path that led to the lush green outskirts of their research facility. It was a rare moment of respite from their busy schedules. A chance to catch up as friends rather than colleagues. Redwood, clad in his lab coat and gym pants, seemed to be in high spirits despite the sweltering heat. His unruly reddish-brown hair was slightly tousled by the breeze, and his bare feet carried him effortlessly over the soft earth. He exuded an air of contentment that came from a life dedicated to studying the physical well-being of Pokemon. Lavender, on the other hand, wore a more formal outfit, complete with heels that clicked softly on the path. Her dark purple hair was tied neatly in a ponytail, and her glasses gleamed in the dappled sunlight. She glanced at Redwood and couldn't help but feel a twinge of envy at his funding and the massive research facility he oversaw. Redwood, she began, her voice tinged with hints of frustration. Sometimes I can't help but wonder why your research gets so much attention and funding while mine struggles to keep afloat. Redwood, ever the optimist, smiled warmly at his friend. Lavender, you know as well as I do that the world of Pokemon battles is in high demand. Trainers want Pokemon that are physically fit and strong, but your work is equally important. The mental and emotional health of Pokemon is something we shouldn't overlook. She sighed, her gaze focused on the path ahead. I just wish more people cared about that. They're always so obsessed with winning battles and earning badges. It's like they forget that Pokemon are living beings with feelings. A soft rustling in the nearby bushes caught their attention, and a timid Eevee emerged, its eyes glistening with tears. Lavender knelt down, her heels sinking to the earth, gently reached out to the Pokemon. Hey there, little one, she cooed softly. What's troubling you? The Eevee, seemingly comforted by her soothing presence, nuzzled her hand, and Lavender couldn't help but smile. She cast a glance at Redwood, who was watching with genuine interest. Let's see. This Eevee, she explained, was abandoned by its trainer because it couldn't evolve into the form they wanted. It's feeling lost and rejected. Redwood nodded in understanding. You see, Lavender? Your work is invaluable in moments like these. Pokemon need understanding and care just as much as they need physical training. Lavender's eyes softened as she stroked the Eevee's fur. You're right, Redwood. Maybe I've been too harsh in my judgments. It's just frustrating when I see Pokemon suffering because of these battles and the expectations placed on them. They continued their walk, Lavender cradling the Eevee in her arms. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on the path, they realized that their differences in research were, in fact, complementary. Redwood's work ensured physical health, while Lavender's addressed the emotional well-being of Pokemon. We may not agree with the battle-centric culture, Redwood mused, but together we can make a difference. It's all about balance, my friend. Lavender nodded, her resentment dissipating like the fading daylight. You're right, Redwood. Maybe it's time I try to bridge the gap between physical and emotional well-being in the world of Pokemon. As they strolled towards their research facility, easily nestled contentedly in Lavender's arms, the professors found comfort in the shared understanding that their work, in its own unique ways, contributed to a healthier and more compassionate world for Pokemon. That's good. I could see this being like a scene in the game. Maybe not early on, probably a little while later, but that's nice. Let's see. Lavender cradling an Eevee in her arms as she walks with Redwood. Okay. Write another story. Another short story with these characters. This time, after Redwood learns that Lavender has been working for Team Forsaken. Taking place much later. It's time after Redwood learns that Lavender has been working for Team Forsaken. Okay. Let's see how that goes. if it'll load. Looks like it's taking its time. And kind of like a face reveal. My Vtuber model is modeled mostly after myself. Just with, horns. Okay. Let's see. A full moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the dense trees surrounding the secluded meeting spot. Professor Redwood and Lavender stood facing each other, their expressions a mix of anger, disappointment, and betrayal. Lavender. Redwood's voice trembled with a mix of emotions. I can't believe it. You've been working with Team Forsaken all this time? Lavender's dark purple hair seemed to blend with the shadows as she glanced away, unable to meet Redwood's accusatory gaze. It wasn't a choice, Redwood, she finally admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. The funding for my research was cut. I had nowhere else to turn. They offered to support me if I cooperated. Redwood clenched his fists, his bare feet digging into the soft earth below. But Lavender, Team Forsaken? They're using your work for their own sinister purposes. You know what they're capable of. Lavender's shoulders slumped, a heavy weight of guilt settling on her. I know, Redwood, I know. I never wanted any of this. But they promised to fund my research, and I felt like I had no other choice. Redwood's frustration turned into sorrow as he regarded his old friend. Lavender, we've been friends for so long. We both shared a passion for understanding and caring for Pokemon. How could you betray that for the sake of funding? Tears welled up in Lavender's eyes as she finally met Redwood's gaze. I'm so sorry, Redwood. I never meant for any of this to happen. I thought I could keep my research separate from Team Forsaken's activities, but it spiraled out of control. Redwood sighed heavily, his shoulders slumping. You know what we need to do, Lavender? We need to put an end to this. We can't let your research be used for harm any longer. Lavender nodded, her face a mix of relief and determination. You're right, Redwood. I've been a fool, but it's time to make things right. I'll help you expose Team Forsaken's plans and put a stop to their activities. The professors shook hands, sealing their pact to bring down the sinister organization that has tainted their research and their friendship. They knew it wouldn't be easy, and the road ahead was fraught with danger, but they were determined to protect the well-being of Pokemon and ensure their research served a noble purpose. As they left the moonlit clearing, their steps were heavy with the weight of their decisions, but also filled with hope that they could make amends and restore the balance between the physical and emotional well-being of Pokemon in their world. You know what? I do like this, but because I'm kind of trying to tell a much broader story, I don't want it to end on such a high note quite yet. So, rewrite this same story, but have... Oh, wait, it's not writing. Rewrite this same story, but have Lavender let's see, either unable or unwilling to let's see. Stop working for Team Forsaken. She still feels regret for her decisions, but also feels like it is too late to turn back now. Okay. If this one is good, I'll just come up with one last story. The moonlight filtered through the dense forest canopy, casting eerie shadows on the figures as Professor Redwood and Lavender as they stood face to face in a secluded clearing. The atmosphere was thick with tension, regret, and a sense of unspoken betrayal. Lavender. Redwood's voice quivered with a mix of emotions. I can't believe it. You've been working with Team Forsaken all this time? Lavender's dark purple hair seemed to absorb the moonlight as she met Redwood's accusatory gaze with a heavy heart. Her voice, when she finally spoke, was filled with sorrowful resignation. Yes, Redwood, I have. The revelation hung in the air, heavy and irrevocable. Redwood clenched his fists, his bare feet digging into the soft earth below. How could you? Do you know what they're doing? The harm they're causing? Tears welled up in Lavender's eyes as she nodded. Her shoulders weighed down by guilt. I know, Redwood, I know. But I felt like I had no other choice. They promised to fund my research when no one else would. Redwood's anger began to give way to a deep sense of sadness. We were friends for so long, Lavender. We share a passion for understanding and caring for Pokemon. How can you betray that for the sake of funding? Lavender's voice was barely above a whisper as she admitted, I never wanted any of this. I thought I could keep my research separate from Team Forsaken's activities, but it spiraled out of control, and now I don't know how to stop it. Redwood sighed heavily, his heart aching for his friend's predicament. Lavender, we need to find a way to stop this. We can't let your research be used for harm any longer. Lavender looked away, unable to meet his gaze. I wish it were that simple, Redwood. I've tried, but they have a hold on me now. It's too late to turn back. Redwood's frustration turned into profound sorrow as he regarded his old friend. I'll do whatever it takes to help you get out of this. We'll find a way together. Lavender shook her head, her voice trembling with regret. No, Redwood. It's too dangerous. They won't let me go easily, and I can't risk involving you in their twisted plans. I just hope you can forgive me one day. As they parted ways that moonlit night, their footsteps were heavy with the weight of their decisions. Lavender felt the burden of her choices. Regret and sorrow etched into her heart. Redwood, torn between his friendship and the darkness that had ensnared Lavender, knew he had faced a difficult path ahead. One that might require him to confront Team Forsaken alone to protect the well-being of Pokemon and his friend's legacy. That is a much more fitting interaction. Let's see. Just want one more interaction between them. Let's see. Right, another story taking place days later. which, yeah, I think I will have them do a Pokemon fight. Neither of them are particularly good trainers in terms of like actual combat, but you know. The two are forced. Okay, wait, no. In which, let's see, Redwood is forced to fight Lavender in a Pokemon battle in an effort to stop Team Forsaken. Lavender is fighting against her will. Crap, I need to reopen Zodiak games.weeb.com because I need to pull up the leader's information. It's for Will. Lag. And their battle is being overseen by the leader of Team Forsaken. Let's go over here. I'll just pull up his information. If it'll load. There he is. Kane. Let's see. I'm just gonna copy everything and then edit it. The leader of Team Forsaken is Kane. He was the leader 13 years ago, before he was defeated. I'll just say, I don't even need to say before he was defeated. He was a leader 13 years ago. Once an admired and respected champion who did their job well. He has now secluded himself from the world as he orders Team Forsaken to carry out his whims around the region. Don't need this information. Let's see. After losing the title, public took him less seriously, and Kane grew to resent both the child prodigy who took his place and the public, feeling that he had been abandoned by his family, friends, and peers. eventually became obsessed with power, believing he was more deserving of the title champion. Okay. We can get rid of this. And that. He sees himself as a deep, brooding badass, but in truth he is really a has-been who can't let go of the past. Get rid of that. Let's remove here. Let's see. Here's that. There's some pictures. Kane's Pokemon. Are Gengar, Dusknoir, Crobat, Alakazam, and Toxicroak. Let's see. Inspiration. Okay. Gengar, Dusknoir, Crobat, Alakazam, and Toxicroak. I don't need to say that he sees himself. I'll just say he is a has-been who can't let go of the past. I should also describe what he looks like. So, Kane wears jeans, a dark gray shirt, and a black hoodie. A worn out dark gray shirt and a black hoodie. Right? Yeah. Or a black hoodie and a chain necklace. His hair is gray and messy. He looks much older than he actually is. There we go. Kane's Pokemon done. I'm also just going to mention in the end, Lavender's Chansey should defeat Redwood's Timber. I'm also curious how it's gonna do the fighting scene, since I don't know if it's gonna pull more from the games or the anime, or if it's just gonna give like a loose thing. The battle should reflect Redwood's willingness to do whatever it takes to save his old friend. And the ultimate futility. And no. Okay. Even if it means participating in a Pokemon battle. Let's see. Start this story before they fight, including a conversation that leads to the battle. This will be the last story. Once I get this to a place I like, I think I'm going to end this stream. I will say, just because I'm remembering this, although I have my model working again, it isn't quite where I want it to be. You probably can tell that I don't have the purple fire background that I liked having. Unfortunately, it's just not set up yet. I will figure that out. Hopefully over time I can have all the characters involved in this particular story, in this particular universe, already in the ChatGPT's memory bank, and that'll help with future stuff. Let's see, days had passed since the tense confrontation between Professors Redwood and Lavender in the moonlit forest. Redwood couldn't shake the feeling of helplessness that had settled over him since learning of Lavender's unwilling alliance with Team Forsaken. He knew he had to act, to do whatever it took to save his old friend. The message arrived as a simple text, cryptic in its brevity. Meet at the abandoned gym. Noon. Redwood had recognized the sender immediately. It was Kane, the leader of Team Forsaken. Once a revered Pokemon champion, now a shadowy figure consumed by bitterness and resentment. As Redwood entered the crumbling gym, The atmosphere was heavy with tension. Kane stood in the center of the dilapidated battlefield, his dark, worn attire stark contrast to the Pokemon League champion he once was. His eyes bore the weight of countless regrets. Lavender, Redwood's voice trembled as he addressed his friend, who stood nearby, her expression a mixture of fear and resignation. We don't have a choice, but we'll get through this together. Lavender nodded silently, her eyes filled with tears. She didn't want to be here, fighting against her will, but Kane's hold over her was unbreakable. Kane stepped forward, his voice dripping with bitterness. Ah, Professor Redwood, ever the hero. But this time, there's no saving your friend. We're gonna settle this the old-fashioned way, with a Pokemon battle. Reluctantly, Redwood nodded. He knew that Kane had to be stopped, and if a battle was the only way, so be it. The battle began with a chilling intensity. Redwood sent out his Timber, a Pokemon he had trained for the sake of research, not for battling. Lavender, under Kane's control, sent out her Chansey. Chansey used Seismic Toss. Kane's voice was cold, devoid of emotion. The normally gentile Chansey obeyed, grabbing Timber and tossing it with surprising strength. Redwood's heart ached as he watched his Pokemon take the hit, but he knew there was no other choice. Timber, use Low Kick, Redwood commanded, his voice determined. Timber, use your Low Kick. Okay. Timber, despite the odds stacked against it, lunged forward and delivered a low kick that sent Chansey stumbling backwards. It was a desperate move, but Redwood was willing to do whatever it took to save his friend. The battle raged on, the decrepit gym echoing with the clashing of Pokemon and the commands of their trainers. Redwood fought with all his might, pushing Timber to its limits. But as it wore on, it became clear that Chansey, under Kane's control, was a formidable opponent. In the end, it was a well-placed ice punch from Chansey that sealed the battle's outcome. Timber fell to the ground, defeated but not broken. Kane, his face twisted in a cruel grin, approached Redwood. Well, Professor Redwood, seems you're not as heroic as you thought. Lavender stays with us, and your interference ends here. Redwood, bruised and battered, couldn't hide the pain in his eyes. He had lost the battle, but he hadn't lost hope. As he recalled his Timber, he locked eyes with Lavender, who looked back at him with tears streaming down her face. I won't give up on you, Lavender, he whispered, his voice filled with determination. And with that, Redwood left the abandoned gym, his heart heavy but his resolve unbroken. The battle may have been lost, but the war to save his friend was far from over. I like this a lot more than what I was planning, actually. Like, having Kane use command her Pokemon, and she's just forced to stand by and wait. That is much better of an emphasis of Kane's control over the situation than what I was thinking in my mind. Yeah, this is really good. Obviously, all three of these stories need a little bit of work, and I'll work on them myself. But, I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you so much. I think I will end the stream here. Please, Aaron, say goodbye to the viewers. Them to like and subscribe for more. Let's see. Lets them know that they can vote on future live streams using the Discord server linked in the description. Next time I might have some interactions between Lavender and Kane. So if you're interested in seeing this ChatGPT help me writing these kinds of stories, you know, do this stuff. Thank you for tuning in, dear viewers. We hope you enjoyed today's stream. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content. So exciting. Your support means the world to us. Actually, legitimately though, it really does. I can't even begin to express how thankful I am that anyone would watch my nonsense. Remember, you can have a say in our future live streams by joining our Discord server linked in the description below. Your voice matters, and we can't wait to see you in the next one. Goodbye, and take care. A little bit high octane for me, but, you know, sentiment's there. Before I go, I want to say thank you so much to anyone who was here during the live stream. Looks like there was Shadow Cookie VR and Tanya Hammond. If you're watching this after the fact, like as a VOD, thank you so much. I already said it, but I can't even begin to express how grateful I am that there's anyone who would watch this nonsense. You mean so much to me. Yeah, do the YouTube nonsense if you want. There is an art event that will start next week. Join the Discord also to vote on what that event is. I'm sorry, just writing something down. Okay. And, yeah. I guess I will see you all next time. Have a good one, and goodbye.